Hindi or Urdu version is in description.
On 7th November 2025, a man walks into a police station in Bhavnagar, Gujarat, with fear in his eyes and photographs clutched tightly in his hands. His wife and two children have vanished without a trace. No signs of struggle, no witnesses, just one disturbing message left behind. At first, it looks like a routine missing persons case, but as hours pass, small details begin to feel wrong. Every answer raises another question. Every step forward uncovers something darker. And before the truth comes out, this case will force an entire state to ask one terrifying question: how well you really know the people you trust the most. This is the case of Shailesh and his missing family. The man at police station was Shailesh Khambala, a 39-year-old assistant conservator of forest officer, serving with the Gujarat Forest Department. He was accompanied by his in-laws when he reported that his wife Naina, his 13-year-old daughter Pratha, and 9-year-old son Bhavya had gone missing. Shailesh told the police that on the morning of 5th November 2025, which was Guru Nanak Jayanti, he had gone out for his regular morning walk. But when he returned to his government allotted quarters in Bhavnagar Forest Colony, the house was completely empty. There were no signs of forced entry, no disturbance, just silence. Initially, Shailesh believed that Nana took the children and went back to Surat. Nana and the children came to Bhavnagar just to celebrate the Diwali celebrations, and 5th of November was the date where their vacation supposed to be ended. But this explanation collapsed when Shailesh saw his phone and the message that was sent by Nana to him. And it goes like, I'm going far away and I'm taking Bhavya and Pratha with me. I have lived with great difficulty for many years, but now let me live and do not try to find me. This message was brief, emotional, and heartbreaking for him. Shailesh immediately tried to call Naina, but her phone was out of reach. Bhavnagar and Surat are 6 hours apart, so initially Shailesh waited for their response. Later, he informed his family in Surat and explained everything and requested to inform him as soon as his wife and children arrive. Now the entire day had been passed. Nana and children never reached to Surat, and her phone was continuously switched off. His confusion now turned into fear. With no answers, Shailesh called Nana's brother and informed him about the situation. Everyone in the family was afraid and panicked. Nana's family immediately rushed to Bhavnagar. Together with Shailesh, they searched everywhere: bus stations, public areas, railways, and everywhere they could. They asked every relative and every friend of the family. They carried the photographs of Nana and the children, asking strangers to get any information, but no one saw them anywhere. As time passed, their concern turned into dread. Was this really a voluntary disappearance? Or had something gone terribly wrong? Seeing Shailesh break down rapidly, holding his child's photos and crying uncontrollably, even the strongest members of the family began to lose hope. With no other option left, on 7th November 2025, they approached Bharatnagar police station and officially registered the missing persons complaint. Considering the seriousness of the case, police immediately launched a search operation. Details, including Aadhaar information and photographs, were circulated via wireless messages to all police stations across Bhavnagar district. 3 teams were formed. One team to gather CCTV footage from areas around the forest colony, one team to analyze Nana's call detail records, and one team to question relatives and close associates. After 24 hours, the investigation had produced no concrete lead. On 8th November 2025, Shailesh informed the police that a security guard told him he had seen Nana and the children leaving the colony in an auto rickshaw. This appeared to be the first breakthrough, but it soon raised serious doubts. When police reviewed CCTV footage, there was no sign of Nana or the children leaving the forest colony. Mobile tower data revealed that Nana's phone had never left the colony either. And when police questioned that security guard, he denied making any such statement. Around the same time, Shailesh stopped visiting the police station regularly and left for Surat, citing work-related reasons. Though he assured the police that he would remain in contact, now investigators began to feel uneasy. Slowly, suspicions shifted, not outward but inward, towards Shailesh himself. Police analyzed Shailesh's call record. One number stood out: repeated calls, frequent communication, and that number belonged to Amit Vanya, a junior officer working under Shailesh in the forest department. Amit was summoned for questioning, and he revealed something that changed the direction of the entire case. On 16th November 2025, police returned to Shailesh's government quarters with the full team: FSL experts, dog squad, JCB machine, photographer, and executive magistrate, and along with them was Amit Vanya himself. An isolated area roughly 20 feet away from the quarters were selected for excavation. Two pits were marked: excavation site A and excavation site B. At site A, nothing was found, even after digging more than 6 feet. Now police instructed the team to dig slightly deeper, just half a foot down. A powerful stench filled the air, and wrapped in stones and a sari was a decomposed body. It was Naina. At site B, two more bodies were recovered: Pratha and Bhavya, also bounded with stones. The missing persons case had now turned into a triple murder investigation. The bodies were sent for post-mortem at General Hospital in Bhavnagar. The FSL team seized clothes, pillows, bedsheets, and other materials from the site for forensic examination. Sniffer dogs were brought inside Shailesh's quarter. As the dogs entered the bedroom, their behavior suddenly turned aggressive. Samples were collected from the bedroom and surrounding areas. At this point, police suspicion was no longer a doubt. Shailesh Khambala was arrested and taken for intensive interrogation. He initially gave a partial confession, claiming that a domestic dispute had escalated into violence on 5th November 2025. According to him, he killed Naina in anger and later murdered the children out of fear of being exposed. But this version did not match the evidence. Police already knew that the pits had been dug on 2nd November 2025, days before the alleged sudden crime. Under sustained interrogation, the truth began to surface. In 2022, during his posting in the Junagadh Forest Department, Shailesh entered into an extramarital relationship with a female forest worker who was way younger than him. What began as professional interaction soon turned into secret meetings, coffee outings, datings, and eventually a long-term affair. Despite transfers, the relationship continued. Shailesh became deeply obsessed with this relationship. Once he even lied to his seniors, claiming that his daughter had died just to get leave to meet his girlfriend. By November 2025, the affair was over 3 years old. When Naina decided to permanently move to Bhavnagar with the children, Shailesh saw his family as an obstacle to his new life. If you have made it this far, take a pause, like the video, and consider subscribing to the channel so that you won't miss out any content. On 27th October 2025, arguments began between Shailesh and Naina. On 2nd November 2025, Shailesh gave orders to Amit Vanya, who was his junior, to dig 2 pits under the excuse of waste disposal. On 4th November 2025, he called his girlfriend and asked her, "If I would make a big decision, would you support me?" The answer was yes, though reports says that she was unaware that he was about to commit this heinous act. On 5th November 2025, around 7 am, when children and Naina were asleep, Shailesh suffocated Naina with a pillow, and then he shamelessly killed Pratha and Bhavya. Imagine a father doing such thing for his so-called love. By 8:30 am, the bodies were wrapped with stones and dragged into the pits. Dumpers were arranged to fill the pits with the soil. Shailesh smartly scared the forest guard by claiming that a snake is nearby, and he dumped the bodies himself in the disguise of disposable material. Shailesh believed that his plan was perfect, but one mistake exposed everything. Naina's phone was recovered from the quarters, and when it was checked, the message that Shailesh showed to everyone was saved in draft, not in the sent items. It means he typed the message himself after switching the phone to the aeroplane mode. That unsent message became the strongest evidence against him. It was not the crime that was committed in anger. These were the pre-planned murders. And in all the interrogation, Shailesh remained very calm so that police won't interrogate him or put him under the suspicion. This story really makes the people to ask one question: how a father or a husband can do such thing. A husband is supposed to protect his wife and a father is supposed to care for his children. The story shows that such situations slowly grows in person's mind, and inside the families these signs are ignored because we trusted those people and we care for them. But these signs should not be ignored regardless whatever the relationship is. This story is not here to shock everyone, but to give reminder to everybody that being a husband or father is a responsibility, not a title. If you like this video, then I would request you to check out our other videos as well. The link is in description.